Charlie said casually. You don't need to book the ticket. I will say hello to Isaac and let him arrange a private jet. It okay then? Then Charlie hung up the phone and called Isaac again. After all, the Wade family has a big business. In Orus Hill, there is a private jet specially assigned to Isaac for daily use. When Isaac heard that Charlie was going to Japan, he immediately arranged for the crew of the private jet to apply for the route and departure time. At the same time, he said to Charlie, Master, you are going to Japan this time, and you are not familiar with the place. So, I will go with you. I have some friendships with many Japanese companies and families. In case of any need, it can also be convenient for you. Since returning from killing the 8 great heavenly kings in Changbai Mountain, Isaac has followed Charlie with all his heart, and regarded him as the only master in his heart, and Charlie can also see that this person is now 100% credible and is completely under his control. Since he wanted to follow, he had no objection. So Charlie said to him, let's do it, you arrange the plane, and then arrange 2 or 3 capable subordinates, and then go there together. With that said, Charlie glanced at Orville and asked him, Mr. Orville, have you been okay in the last few days? If it's okay, come with me to Japan. Mr. Orville nodded immediately and said, no problem, Master. Orville will listen to your instructions. Charlie nodded in satisfaction, and said to Isaac, Old man, Mr. Orville is with us, Paul from Smith Law Firm, and Ichiro from the Kobayashi family. Please let the crew prepare. Okay, Master. I'll make arrangements. At this time, the brothers Ichiro and Jiro also recorded their own back-to-back videos. Later, the two were brought back by Orville's men. Charlie looked at the two and said lightly, Ichiro, you have a good rest today. Tomorrow Mr. Orville will take you to the airport, but I will warn you in advance. Please be careful along the way. Don't think that coming to Japan is like back at your home court. If you dare to have any disobedience, I will definitely not spare you. Ichiro nodded like garlic. Mr. Charlie, don't worry, I will die, but I won't disobey you. Charlie gave a hum, then looked at Jiro, and said lightly, Jiro, you just stay here, Mr. Orville's men will make you eat and drink well. Apart from work, you will have the rest. You can pray for a while, and pray that something will happen to your eldest brother, so that you have a chance to return to Japan. Hearing this, Ichiro waved his hands in fright. Mr. Charlie, you don't need to worry about anything, I will never cause anything. Jiro, the bastard, will never have the chance to leave this kennel in this life. Jiro gritted his teeth angrily. However, now that Ichiro became Charlie's first choice, he could only honestly be a spare tire. What is a spare tire? If there are no problems with the tires being used, no air leaks, and no punctures, the spare tire will never have the opportunity to be employed. Thinking of this, the hatred in his heart for his eldest brother is even deeper. If it weren't for so many people here, he would have liked to rush up now and strangle this big brother to death with his arm. Seeing that the brothers were hostile and jealous of each other, Charlie was very satisfied. What he wants is such an effect, allowing them to deter and check and balance each other. In this way, none of them dare to make trouble with him, and can only honestly let themselves be at his mercy and be his puppets. Thinking of this, Charlie stood up and said to Orville, Mr. Orville, starting from tomorrow, we will strengthen the guard of the kennel. We must take care of Jiro, and he's not allowed to go on business trips. Mr. Orville immediately nodded and said, Master, you can rest assured that there are more than 20 guards here, and dozens of the most ferocious purebred hounds. One bite of a dog and Jiro's small body is gone. Tomorrow I will transfer 10 more subordinates to come and surround this place into an iron bucket. There will never be any business trips. Charlie smiled and said, Okay, your style of doing things has become more and more appetizing to me, but you should also pay attention to it. If he is disobedient and you really let the dog bite, don't let the dog bite him to death. It's a good thing to keep him alive. Orville looked at Jiro and smiled sullenly. If this kid dares to run, I will let my snow mastiff bite his stuff first.